Good morning, everybody. My name is Valerie, and I'm very glad to be back with you again this morning and start our day together. You know, this last weekend, we kicked off a new section of our Ephesians series, Your True Battle. And we started by looking at the armor of God. And I want to read just a few verses from that section of Ephesians to you. This is starting Ephesians chapter 6, starting in verse 10. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against rulers and the authorities and the powers of the dark world and against spiritual forces in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God. Something Herman said in last weekend's sermon really struck me, and he highlighted the fact that we're told twice, actually, in these few verses to put on the full armor of God. Not the full armor of Valerie, the full armor of God. And it's a simple observation, but it's so important when it comes to our true battle. You know, as this passage reminds us, our true battle is not against people, flesh and blood. But I struggle with this sometimes, and maybe you do too. You know, in myself, I want to fight who I want to fight. I want to battle who I want to battle. I want to battle against the things I think that are wrong. And I'll do it all thinking it's in the name of Jesus. But this passage is not an invitation for us to go after the people in the name of the battle. The people aren't our enemy. People are our purpose. We are here to serve them, to share the love of Jesus with them, not to battle them. But my armor, the armor of Valerie, which usually ends up, including the belt of sarcasm and the breastplate of pride and the sword of my opinion, basically the opposite of what God's armor is. My armor aims for victory. But in God's armor, guess what? The victory has already been accomplished. It was accomplished on the cross because of his work there for you and I. My armor is 100% for going after people, and God's armor is 100% grace for me, for you. His armor is preparing us, equipping us to stand firm so that we're not tossed about by every wave of life. God's armor just demonstrates again his love for us, for you, for me, and his care for us. So why would I even want to put on the armor of Valerie when we have this amazing invitation from God himself to put on his armor? He knows exactly what we need to stand firm. And in his grace, he's provided it for you and for me today. Yet another reason to rejoice in his provision and his grace for us in every single way. I hope you have a great day today, and I look forward to seeing you at church.